What a finale! An epic battle, Daemon in action, a brotherly reunion, and so much more. But what if I told you the most explosive moments in the House of the Dragon finale never actually happened? The writers had massive game changing deviations right in front of our eyes. Let's break down crucial plots that the show completely rewrote. The first one is Rhaenyra's divine right to rule. In the finale, she stands before the small folk and publicly reveals Aegon the Conqueror's Song of Ice and Fire prophecy about the White Walkers just to justify her throne. Here's the truth. In the books, this public reveal never happens. In fact, the book is written as a historical chronicle and it entirely omits any grand secret royal mandate passed down from the king to the heir. But Rhaenyra's desperation doesn't stop there. In the show, she literally has Alan of Hull assassinate the High Septon, who is the Westerosi Pope, just because he won't bless her. Book Rhaenyra is definitely ruthless, but she never crosses the line into holy assassination. Now let's talk about the first Battle of Tumbleton, which the show completely butchered. In the show, Daemon Targaryen flies down on Caraxes to personally command the Black Forces. In the books, Daemon is nowhere near Tumbleton. He's actively hunting Aemond in the Riverlands. The show seems to have merged two separate book battles separated by weeks into a single chaotic mess. Because of this, everything changes. The peace deal. Gwaine and Daeron try to use a captured Corlys Velaryon to negotiate peace. In the books, Daeron never sues for peace. He eagerly flies his dragon straight into the slaughter. And Corlys, well, he was never captured by the Hightowers to begin with. In the book, Ulf White betrays the Blacks out of pure ambition and greed. In the show, he's found passed out drunk on a toilet, gets beaten up and burns both sides in a hungover rage. The show has completely invented Ormond Hightower using children as human shields before getting stabbed in the back and incinerated. In the text, he dies honorably in a standard combat against Roddy the Ruin. Helena Targaryen meets a tragic end in both versions, but the show completely changes why. In the book, she leaps to her death from the Red Keep due to depression over the brutal murder of her youngest son, Prince Maelor. But since Maelor doesn't even exist in the show, her suicide is blamed on Rhaenyra force-feeding her and Mysaria telling her she will never be free. Even wilder, the show gives Helena literal active green seer magic. She embroiders a tapestry that perfectly predicts her own death and Rhaenyra's fiery doom. In the book, she is a tragic victim, not a magical prophet. She is not the dreamer. Finally, a plot is revealed which we never saw coming. Alice Rivers drops a massive bombshell on Aemond, claiming she is the immortal former lady of Harrenhal and the wife of Harren the Black himself, cursed with eternal youth. And what's written in the book? It just vaguely calls her a bastard wet nurse or a wood witch. And that final scene with Aegon and Aemond reconciling to find Vhagar, pure show invention. In the text, their relationship remains completely fractured, bitter, and broken after the disaster at the Rook's Rest. What were your thoughts on these changes? Do let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more breakdowns and I'll see you in the next video.